going to the moon. Okay, we're about to go live on YouTube. So make sure you click the upvote button. Click the upvote button, like button, whatever it is. Let me get the charts up on the screen. CXAI is about to break out. Massive move coming up in CXAI. The space stocks are exploding. NASDAQ is back in play. I mean, just like we talked about last week on Friday, we told you that NASDAQ, the charts are really looking really strong. It's about to make a new, go crazy, and that's exactly what's going on. And we're seeing the space stocks rocketing. So first, let's go to Rocket Lab, which is our bellwether stock. It's the stock we were talking about last week at 65 bucks. Where's one of our members on the channel is Fulio something or other, some guy with a crazy username. He was talking about that, and today we are at $78. I mean, again, not a huge move, 65 to 70, but these are real stocks. This is a stock that, this is a company that's, this is a real business. I mean, these guys are generating, massive amounts of money. This could be, easily a 10x, but it's not going to be a 10 bagger in a week. This is a type of stock. If you want this to be $1,000 stock to go from, 78 to 1,000, it's going to take 5+ years. Okay. This is, it's a process. Let's go to the charts. Let's go to the charts. Okay, here's what's going on. We're looking at Rocket Lab. All right, Fulio Beams is here. All right, Fulio, here, what's going on with the Rocket Lab? We're forming a cup and handle formation. Now, here's the thing that's making me a little bit nervous. I put out a video before. We're getting this gap. We're getting this parabolic move in Rocket Lab. We've had a big move, and this is going to shake people out. Look, the stock looks like it wants to go higher. If you look at the short-term charts, you look at the 1-hour chart I was looking at earlier, this thing wants to, it's forming a pennant. I'm looking for another move like this. So we could have another move like that, then it's going to get exhausted. So, and then it could drop down, and people are going to get hurt. I think people chasing the space stocks this week are probably going to get hurt. Long-term, I'm very bullish on this. How about SIDU? What about SIDU? SIDU, the hottest stock today on the planet. SIDU. Is it legit? Is SIDU legit? Allegedly, it's a space stock. Is it a space stock? I don't know what I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are. I have no idea. I don't know that much about it. I'm just telling you what I'm looking at the charts. I mean, this thing is up bigly. We've got a couple 100 million shares with SIDU trading here. I'll tell you what, this thing, the charts are telling you what's going on. Is it legit? I don't know. But look at this. This is SIDU. SIDU, I'm not taking any credit for this. I'm just mentioning it because it's part of the space play. I mean, again, I think the real bellwether, the leader is Rocket Lab. Some of these smaller stocks, I don't know, but this is a pennant. This thing probably wants to go higher. I mean, it's looking strong. However, it's when you have this type of massive move on a stock that's had look at this. Here we go. I mean, this stock has buried a lot of people. I mean, look, SIDU has buried a lot of people over the years. I mean, look at this. But hold on a second. Here's what's interesting. Why am I bringing up SIDU? Okay, Palantir invested in SIDU. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Hang on a second. Let's pop in here. I don't know. I don't know these other stocks. I just know Rocket Lab. I'm not that versed in space. Here's what's interesting about the chart on SIDU. If you're looking at the chart, it's actually very similar to CXAI. Okay, and CXAI was going sideways for a while. We launched the stock, it broke out, pulled back. It looks like it wants to go higher again, but these stocks can explode at any moment. And now let's get back to CXAI. Again, CXAI is one of our client companies, so think of this as paid content. But CXAI, again, the charts don't lie. The charts tell you what's going on. They tell you the truth in advance. Let's take a look at what's happening with CXAI. This stock wants to break out. Why hasn't CXAI? Hang on, let me change something up here. I got to create the little graphic for you here. Also, we're talking about Rivian. Rivian is off today. I'm actually thinking of buying some more Rivian personally. I'm thinking of buying more Rivian. Why? I mean, I would like it to pull back. I'd like Rivian to pull back. It's not pulling back. I would like it to pull back. I'd like to pick up a little more Rivian. Okay, so CXAI, this is what we're talking about. We're looking at the 15-minute chart. And you have this, you have this kind of wedge forming. The stock, it wants to break above this moving average. You can just see it. It's like a coiling spring. It wants to go higher, right? Like literally any second it could break out. We're talking about CXAI. And what you saw today with SIDU, you could see exactly that with CXAI. Exactly. I mean, these stocks are not any different. They've both kind of been around for a little while. They've had their ups and downs. And, they got a lot of haters. So CXAI, we're formed like a double bottom here. We're forming a double bottom, and it's breaking above the 50 moving average. 40. This is taking a while, right? It's very, very frustrating with CXAI. This stock wants to go higher, but it's kind of stuck in at 41. But it's like a volcano. It's a volcano that's smoking. At some point, the volcano explodes. At some point, the volcano explodes. That's what happens. Let's see what's going on here. Let's take a look at Rivian. Rivian, R-I-V-N. What's going on? Okay, so Rivian, take a look at this. We're looking at the 1-hour chart on Rivian. Big move on Friday with that big move, right? And today's a consolidation day. It's kind of just hanging out. The stock is just hanging out, not doing much. I think tomorrow could be the big day. I mean, the trend in Rivian is clearly up. We have the breakout. We have the golden cross breaking out, okay? Golden cross here. This is your buy signal here. Now, I didn't get in here. I should have paid $10, but I paid 18 and change on Rivian. That's what's going on. But Rivian is, I think Rivian has 10x upside potential. The trucks are coming out. The R2 is coming out. The SUV, the electric SUV from Rivian coming out in the next couple of months. $45,000 for an SUV, an electric SUV. And again, these guys are really best of breed in that space, trucks and SUVs. It's going to be a game changer. Let's see what is going on with, speaking of trucks, how's WorkSport doing? WorkSport also, they do the truck covers for the pickups, and the stock is hanging out. I mean, WorkSport basically is looking for a catalyst to go higher. I mean, they had their highest sales ever, WorkSport, WKSP. Highest sales ever last month, 2 million revenues last month. So they're on a $24 million run rate. And we think they're going to hit 100 million in the next 12 months, right? What does that mean? It means by next November, they could be doing, instead of 2 million, they could be doing 8 million. I mean, they're growing month over month. It adds up, right? They got new products, a lot of new stuff launching. So WorkSport is in a great position. The opportunity in WorkSport is that this stock, WKSP, is trading at a market cap right now of how much? What's the market cap today? 20 million. So you're buying this thing for less than one-time sales. Okay, you're paying $20 million for the whole company. They have, I think, like close to 10 million in cash. They got assets, real estate that's probably worth 15 million plus. I think there's about 25 million plus in book value in WorkSport, not including the business, just the book value. So you're getting this thing for free. WorkSport, you're getting this thing for free. How much should WorkSport be worth? 5x. 5x. Get this guy Taxpayer. Why is this guy showing up? This guy Taxpayer. He's a super fan. Taxpayer, did you buy Rocket Lab last week? It's up bigly. How about Rivian? Huh? He hasn't. He's broke. This guy Taxpayer. He's a hater. He's gonna buy. You know what? This guy Taxpayer. You see, that guy's gonna be buying WorkSport at $10. He's gonna be buying CXAI at $20. He's gonna buy these stocks after they go to the moon. He's gonna be paying $40 a share for WorkSport. I think WorkSport, WKSP, could easily be a $20 to $40 stock. Joni B asking, do you know anything about the launch of a CXAI agentic AI platform? Check out the live stream, the video interview we did with the CEO. Check out that video interview we did with the CEO. It's got all the info. They got stuff happening like right now. So this is, by the way, there was an interesting article that came out in the Business Insider. So Business Insider had a really interesting article talking about this return to work. So you got all these major companies, these huge companies. They want to get people back, and we're talking about companies with 10,000 employees, right? They want to get people back to the office. But what happens is they actually don't have enough space for everybody. There's not enough desks. They want people to come back, but there's not enough desks. So like there's a whole issue with people like wasting hours to book these guys have the app that solves the whole problem. That's why companies like Warner Brothers, NBC, Fox, I'm talking about these are entertainment companies. Then we got a major company, T. Rowe Price. Everybody's using, these are Fortune 500 companies using their technology. We're talking about CXAI. Now, why hasn't the stock caught on yet? I don't know. It wants to go higher. It looks like it wants to break out. CXAI wants to break out, but it's hanging in there. Let's take a look at SIDU. I'm curious about the stock. This thing is looking pretty strong. Is SIDU, SIDU, is that for real? Is the thing for real? Let's take a look. I don't know. I don't have, the verdict is out. Honestly, I wish I would have bought it right here. That would have been the smart move to buy it right there. At the break at above the 50 moving average. That's what I would be doing. I would have been buying that. It wasn't on my watch list. I missed it. Okay, I missed it. And here we are. Now the question is, it's up 100%. Is this a sustainable move? Is this a parabolic move? So we'll look at the 30-minute chart. Let's look at the 5-minute chart. I hate to say this. SIDU looks like it wants to go higher. This is crazy. Look at this. The 5-minute chart on SIDU, and it wants to go higher. Should you buy the stock? It's, you're basically jumping onto like a rampaging bull. You might get, thrown off. You might get gored, Yeah, SIDU. All right, guys, click the upvote like button if you're watching. If you are watching. Wow, very, very strong. Anyway, why am I showing you this chart on SIDU? Because that is the same type of move that we're expecting with CXAI. When? Imminently. Literally imminently. We have, the stock is breaking out above the moving averages on the 5-minute charts. 15-minute charts, it's kind of like a volcano. It's smoking. Why hasn't it exploded yet? I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it's just a matter of time. Okay, let's go back to what else is on. What else are we looking at today? QBTS. Wow. D-Wave Quantum. Quantum computers. Ooh, look at this. Qubits. QBTS. What do you guys think of this? I mean, this chart looks pretty good to me. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what. This is qubits. QBTS. Look at this nice uptrend. Oh, breakout. I don't know anything about this company, really. I don't know too much about it. But I'll tell you what, breakout above the 50 moving average. This is a high conviction. Look at that big candle. Up 20%. It's a big move. The 1 hour chart, we got a breakout. We have a golden cross. That was your buy signal. So when we talk about a golden cross, you can see what happens. Sometimes it's delayed. Look, we had a golden cross in CXAI, and it's been delayed for like a couple of days. And here is this one. Here is qubits. This was your buy signal, and it's weird. Look what happened. It dropped, and then boom, it explodes higher. And this one looks like it wants to go much higher. It's losing a little bit of, might pull back. I mean, this one is a little bit qubits, QBTS might pull back. Here's your golden cross, buy signal. Let's see. There we go. All right, so why are we doing this live stream right now? Why are we doing the live stream? Because I was expecting CXAI, the AI stock, our 40-cent AI stock, to break out right now. It's not breaking out. Why? It's waiting. Some the biggest movers, sometimes they take longer. Sometimes they take longer. You know what's flying is gold, uranium. I love the gold stocks. Let's take a look at Kinross, KGC. This is a stock I've had for a couple of years now. I think Kinross, KGC, the gold, I think we're probably going to double. Again, I've been very bullish on gold. If you look at my old videos on the Wall Street Report channel, I was saying gold would be 5,000 back in the year 2020. Maybe even earlier, but 2020, I was doing live streams. Nobody believed me. Here we are. Gold is almost 5,000 now. Kinross, now I believe gold is going to peak this year. I think we're going to have a blowout in gold this year, and it's going to be a generational top, and then it's going to collapse. So don't get caught up. Kinross gold, probably, this, based on this type of momentum, I mean, this thing can go to 60, 75 bucks. We could have a double in Kinross gold. All right, we could have an easy double in Kinross, KGC, best of breed. And it'll probably collapse after that. So I would say gold. I think gold can hit I think we'll go above 6,000. Maybe we'll even go above 6,000. And that's going to be a generational top. You'll never see that number again for who knows how long. So yeah, we're in the middle of this. The uranium is doing well. CCJ, stock we're talking about yesterday. By the way, CCJ looks like it's ready to ramp. CCJ, we got the chart here up on YouTube. Nice kind of double bottom forming. Breaking out above the moving average. So CCJ, uranium, the number one uranium stock. NUVB. Pull it up. Nuvation Bio. I don't know. What is Wasabi Daddy? What's so great about Nuv B? I don't know. I mean, I see it's moving up. I mean, this is like, I see it's looking good. Why? But what's the, I'm gonna put it on the watch list. I'm gonna put it on the watch list. You know what? The CEO. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I don't know, but I'll look it up. But I need more than just to hear about the CEO builds up. Like all these guys have a story, but the CEO is extremely important. CEO is important. Who's the CEO? What's the guy's name? Profile. Interesting. Nuv B. You know what? You know what I picked up today? GMAB. 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 Biotech. This is a biotech. They have explosive. I mean, the revenues are exploding. The chart is looking good on GMAB, GMAB. The only thing I don't like about it is it's like a Danish company, meaning from like Denmark. I much prefer U.S. stocks because it's like the Americans, frankly, have a much stronger work ethic and they're more business oriented than the Europeans. I mean, the Europeans are, they're kind of lazy. They get a lot of holidays, they take a lot of vacations. They're not as serious. You know what I'm saying? But GMAB. Let's pull it up. Wasabi Daddy. What do you think of GMAB? Take a look at this. Golden Cross, daily charts, Golden Cross, break at above the 50 moving average, bounce off the moving average support. How about the weekly chart? Looks like it's breaking out above the 200 moving average. And you can have a golden cross at some point. When? I don't know. Maybe in 6 months. Yeah, GMAB, huge money. They're very profitable. I mean, this thing, it's trading at like, what do you call it? Yeah, I mean, it's trading at, look at this. These are the numbers. Yeah, I mean, these are, how's that? Look at that. Cost of, obviously massive margins, pre-tax income of $1.6 billion. Are these euros or dollars? I don't know. No, I think it's dollars. So again, I'm not pretending to be an expert. I just have an opening position in GMAB. I'd love to know more about it. If anybody has any insight, I'm open-minded. For me, it's the chart. I have a basic idea of it. Let's get back to CXAI. Are we breaking out yet? It's like pulling teeth here. It's like pulling teeth. It's 40 cents. It's like we're fighting over every penny with this stock. It's like, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking CXAI, when it finally breaks out, it's going to explode. Look at this, 1 million shares, 1 million too. That's a lot of volume. It's a lot of volume, CXAI. We've got 1 million too volume. It's a lot of volume. You know what they say? Volume precedes price action. The volume has been increasing. The charts, I'm looking at the charts, they're moving up, but we haven't had that inflection point where it breaks out. I've been waiting for that all day, It looks like it wants to go. Look at this. Guys, get ready. We're going to have a golden cross on the 15-minute charts now. I just saw this. Check this out. Guys, check this out. This is CXAI. We have a golden cross coming up right over here. When? Probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Golden cross tomorrow. And then it explodes. CXAI is primed to explode. All right? Get ready. Don't say I didn't warn you. CXAI. Look at this. Golden cross chart on the 15-minute charts. It's ready to go. 15-minute charts. This week, next couple of days, the golden cross about to happen. Okay. Is it guaranteed? No. Yeah, I think the golden cross is going to happen by tomorrow. CXAI is what we're talking about. Jack, the other Jack, Jack to Jack. When the next stock, can you make it double out of the gate? No, I don't want to make them double. I want our stocks to drop out of the gate. Of course, that's our goal, is for the stocks to double. You know, and sometimes they do. Sometimes they only go 20%. Sometimes they go 50%. I don't know. The goal is for it to double, okay? And you know what? We got another one coming out in January. We have a new banger coming out in January. And that one is under $1. It should double. You know, again, we had massive volume. The problem was there was a convertible note, and that was like a wet blanket on the stock. These guys, I think there was a couple million shares of selling from a convertible note, and because that a huge, did like a, you know, yeah, disappointing. Believe me, I'm more than disappointed. I am much more than disappointed. I mean, the whole premise is, you know, to find these stocks that could be our next 10 bagger, right? But most importantly, for them to double out of the gate. I like to see these things blow out right out of the gate. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. You know, sometimes, and here's the crazy thing. This is, look, the whole point, the markets are here to keep you humble, keep me humble, right? You know, just when I thought, oh my God, everything is going great, back to back, everything is doubling out of the gate. Then we had a dog, not a dog, but only up 50%. Then we went up, it's 25%. You know, sometimes you can have a couple of, you know, kind of, you know, so-so type things, and then you get the bangers. These things run in streaks. These things happen to run in streaks. It's like, you know, it's like blackjack. You know, they studied blackjack, and there's a crazy thing. It's a mathematical game. You know, blackjack in the casino, the cards. But here's the thing. It tends to run, luck runs in streaks. Is there such a thing as luck? This has been debated for, you know, a million years. But there's trends. Trends happen to the upside and the downside. And I think this guy, Monish Pabrai, I don't know if you guys know Monish Pabrai. He's like the Indian Warren Buffett. He was talking about playing blackjack at, what is it, someplace? Yeah, Monish Pabrai is like the Indian Warren Buffett. He's got that mustache. And, you know, the guy's like a billionaire. And he's, you know, I don't know, he likes playing blackjack. But he's saying he's going to this casino and whatever. What the hell is he's telling the story. So he wasn't counting cards. This guy was not counting cards. But what he did do was he figured on the streak. So as soon as like he sees like, okay, streak is starting to happen, then he would put big money on. And when it went down, he put, and then he says he was banned from the casino. This is Monish Pabrai. Joni B, do we about the assets? Insights about the assets. I don't understand the question. Okay, so the stocks like CXAI, these are client companies. We don't trade those stocks because it's a conflict of interest. So CXAI, Worksport, I can't trade them because, you know, technically, you know, they're a client. So it's too much, you know, I have like insider information. I really can't trade them. and I don't trade them. So, you know, yep, CXAI, big, huge upside with CXAI. Okay, I'm going to put out this tweet here on the Golden Cross coming up on CXAI. Guys, put CXAI on your watch list. Christian Porcher. Is it Porcher or Porcer? How am I pronouncing it? Is it Porcher? Okay, hang on a second. 1 second. What is CXAI? I'm going to show you the chart first, which we're going to be tweeting out. All you got to know is right here. We have a golden cross coming up on the 15-minute chart. It's already breaking out, but when this red line goes above the green line, this thing is going to go bananas. All right? It's going to go absolute bananas. I just showed you a couple of stocks. Where they went bananas when you had that golden cross. Which one did I show you? SIDU. I mean, you think, yeah, I'm just pulling these things out of my ass? Here, take a look. Okay, we're looking at SIDU, a stock that's doubled today. Did I buy it? No. There was your golden cross, okay, right here. I don't know if it was here, but okay, this is a 15-minute chart. On the 5-minute chart, definitely you would have had it in advance. Let's look. Let's do what do you call it? An autopsy, what a postmortem, whatever. Here was your golden cross on SIDU. That was your buy signal right here at $1. At $1 a couple of days ago. Okay, at $1 on I think it was Friday. Okay, and here we are today. It's more than doubled. Christian Porcher. CXAI had a golden cross on the 5-minute chart last week. And it kind of, I just showed another example of another stock where it had a golden cross, but it took a while. It took like a couple of weeks for it to like happen. But yeah, it almost 99% of the time it explodes. The algos know that. So I just showed you what happens when you have a golden cross. I just showed you a stock that doubled right after the golden cross. Guess what? We got a golden cross coming up on CXAI. You're getting this thing for free. All right, CXAI. By the way, if you're watching on TikTok, click the upvote like button, the hearts button, so we get more eyeballs on this, please. Yeah, very quiet day here. You're paying $12 million for the whole company. They got like $10 million in cash. The business is worth 10x revenues. That's $50 million. The whole thing, let's call it $60 million combined, and then you got a $12 million market cap. So you basically got a 5x upside. It's what I call a built-in profit. In my book, 10 Bagger Blueprint, I call this the built-in profit when you have that type of situation. What's going on with Bitcoin? Wow, Bitcoin. I hate Bitcoin, but we do have a bit of a golden cross on the 1-hour chart. So Bitcoin may have a bit of a rally here. Bitcoin could have a nice little pop. Yeah, Bitcoin could. Bitcoin looks like it may. I really, there's nothing I hate more than Bitcoin, but this Bitcoin looks like it's bottomed out, which, by the way, is good for speculative stocks. Why? Because Bitcoin is it's kind of the bellwether of speculation. Here's kind of like your double bottom, if you will. Here's another one. Okay, Bitcoin. Again, not a buy recommendation, not a sell recommendation. Golden cross on Bitcoin. Where was it? Oh, did we ever go? No, not quite. Here, maybe. Okay. Golden cross on Bitcoin right over here at 87,000, and we hit 90. So Bitcoin, the trend is up. As much as I hate to say it, Bitcoin trending higher. Do we make it back to 100,000 on Bitcoin? That's the question. What do you guys think? Are we going higher with Bitcoin? All right, is CXAI going to move? Okay, it's 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock Eastern. We didn't have the breakout yet. It's probably going to happen after I leave. Okay. All right, so we're going to wrap up. All right, one last look at Rocket Lab. Ooh, Rocket Lab pulling back a little bit. Rocket Lab pulling back. We're about to break below the 50 moving average on the 5-minute chart. Take a look at this. Rocket Lab testing support on the 5-minute charts. We're testing support. Do we bounce off here? If we bounce off that level, I mean, that would be very, very bullish. But you know, it does need a bit of a rest. I don't like these parabolic moves, you know. How about Rivian? Rivian is below the 50 moving average on the 5-minute chart. Kind of quiet. Okay. All right, that is what is up. Okay, bottom line is Rocket Lab continues to blow higher. Rivian pulled back for today. We're expecting a resumption of the move this week. Gold stocks, Kinross, KGC. KGC wants to go to the moon. Now, KGC, Kinross Gold, like this is going to be, you know, you need patience for this. By the way, we got a new high in the year, right? I think Kinross doubles next year, maybe even triples. Could go to $100 potentially, and that'll be the peak. I mean, these things are cyclical. The gold stuff is not, you know. The whole gold thing is like a fugazi. I mean, I love gold. I'm a big fan of gold, but it's not worth where it is right now. By the way, take a look at this. This is your 1-month chart on Kinross Gold. You got a golden cross that just happened, which was right here. Just now. You had a golden cross. So, you know, you can see this go significantly higher. You can see this go. Look what happened last time we had a golden cross, which was, this is the last time we had a golden cross on Kinross Gold, 2007 on the monthly chart. And as you see, went from about $10 to $30. It tripled. Kinross Gold tripled the last time we had a golden cross. So, can Kinross Gold triple again? I don't know. I'm thinking go to $75. I'm thinking it goes to $75, and then that's it. This year, later in the year, it might, okay, maybe it takes 14 months. I'm holding this already for a couple of years. It's not gonna, you know, it doesn't bother me to wait. So yeah, these are gold stocks looking good. By the way, when you're talking about gold stocks, avoid these fugazi Canadian penny stocks. These fugazi Canadian penny stocks, they're all scams. Stick to, like, you know, the producers, the real companies. Don't these pennies. Most of these Canadian penny stocks go to zero. Most of them are fugazi, especially on the Canadian Scam Exchange, aka the CSE, which is the epicenter of fraud. Okay, so How we doing here? All right. That's it. TikTok, we'll see you tomorrow. How do I close this out? And now, all right, YouTube, we're signing off. See you tomorrow.